When the war in Ukraine started, Alina Demchenko was only 17 years old. She was an aspiring actress, but instead went on to serve with the IDA volunteer battalion.
I
told this story to many people, but few tend to believe me. It's difficult to explain my logic to them. But since childhood, I always knew that in case of a war, I would go to the front line, because I understand that it is everyone's duty to protect their homeland when it is under attack.
Alina, currently a soldier in an assault brigade, celebrated her 18th birthday on the front line.
I will never live to adulthood. That was the thought that entered my mind when we reached now-occupied Novosvitlivka in the Luhansk region on August 13th. At that moment, the war knocked on my door. Militants fired at us using multiple launch rocket systems. I understood that this would be my destiny. On August 15th, I turned 18, and I signed my contract.
During the war, women had to confront not only Russian-backed militants, but also deeply rooted stereotypes. Many fellow soldiers stuck to sexist beliefs that there was no place for women at the front. In the beginning, Alina argued with them. Initially, she was not taken on combat missions. However, when the unit headed out, she simply got into the car, and ever since, she has worked on equal terms with her colleagues. Since she joined the military, Alina changed her speciality more than once, making her a well-rounded soldier.
At first, I was a volunteer. I learned to make decisions quickly and help defend my homeland with my bare hands. Then I served in an intelligence unit. Now I fulfill the important role of press officer. I have the responsibility of sharing stories about our soldiers and the war. Even though the war has been going on for 6 years, not everyone understands the reality of what that means. But we are making history.
Unlike those who are tired of the ongoing conflict, Alina says she is not. The war raised her and formed her identity as a Ukrainian.
I
believe that as long as the country needs its armed forces, the armed forces needs us specialists. As long as we feel like we are needed, we are going to be here. I will only leave the army when I see that the army does not need me, and that the country doesn't need me either.
Alina studies directing at university in Kiev. She dreams of staging a performance on Russia's military intervention in Ukraine and the courage of ordinary Ukrainians who repelled the attack by one of the strongest armies in the world. Reported by Alina Demchenko for UATV.